I was very excited to hear you talk about moving away from criminalization of homelessness here in Portland. And I'm sure that that has been fraught with a lot of different responses. I'm wondering what what the positive responses have been from the community. In Boulder, I've always hoped that people would step up once they see more going on
Oh yeah, they
with that.
have. And again, it's a big, messy controverscy right now. To have a mayor sued by the Chamber of Commerce is not a small matter.
Hmm.
Um, and again, I vehemently disagree with the Portland Business Association because they've spent all the money they spent on the homelessness issue, they spent on billboards and lawsuits.
Hmm.
They haven't raised any money to actually take care of homeless people, and I disagree with those priorities. Um, so our strategy, by the way, is not to just be laissez-faire forever. Is that we're making a massive investment in affordable housing, and we're catching up to not having expanded our shelter capacity for a very long time. So we're going to add 1,000 shelter beds this year, and we've dedicated $340 million, a third of $1 billion, to affordable housing projects. We just rolled 8 of them out the door last week, 800 units worth. So we're really serious about upping our game. And I want our police officers to be able to say, you can't sleep here. You can't pitch a tent here, but you can go here. And until they can finish that sentence, it's inhumane to say, you have to move on. We don't want you here. Well, where do you want me? So again, that's the philosophical breakdown between those that just want it to go away. And part of the problem is we're a victim of our own success, right? Burnside Street used to be Skid Row. Pearl District used to be a rundown industrial neighborhood. Now it's gleaming towers, beautiful parks, and people with little dogs, right? And they don't want homeless people in their doorway. So there are very few forgotten corners now in Portland, and therefore every homeless person is more visible, especially since now they seem to have all acquired tents. So it's a big, you're going to hear a lot about that while you're here.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm telling you where I am and where we're trying to go. I freely admit that we haven't figured it out, and we're learning as fast as we can from other cities. We had a West Coast Mayor's Conference here that I put together back in December, and we heard about a facility in San Francisco called a Navigation Center, which is sort of a shelter on steroids that also has services, and we have a direct path into affordable housing for people to come out of that shelter. And we flew down there and spent the day and looked at it, and now we bought a piece of property and we're going to build one. So, we're learning from cities. So if you've got some ideas for us about, I know you're struggling with this too, so I'm a big sponge for anything that works, but we're also trying to just up our game so we can finish that sentence differently than today. Yes, please.
Where do you get the money?
The affordable housing money, the 340 million is tax increment money. Now, we don't have a sales tax, so we are really hobbled in municipal finance. Most of our money comes from property taxes and business taxes, and then we have urban renewal. And we've dedicated 45% of all the money that will be produced by all our urban renewal districts to affordable housing. And that's the $340 million. Yes.
We heard on our break tour today that the 4 mayor candidates all support more density in Portland, and I'm wondering, would they